Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. We're finally all grown up, and this is the first time we're seeing our character with the more masculine appearance, and I like the hair. I like the little one side with the little blue coming around it. It looks pretty good. It matches our dad, kind of. But first, our boyfriend wants to talk. Well, maybe not boyfriend yet, but maybe soon. What do you say? It's hot and humid inside the geophonics bay, making your clothes stick to your skin as you look around for Cal. Eventually you see him, his back turned to you as he lifts bags of fertilizer into a wheelbarrow. You call out to him as you approach. He turns to you with a beaming smile. Yabby, he greets you. I was hoping I would see you today. Oh my goodness, his muscles. As you open your mouth to respond, you hear a quiet crack and a hiss from nearby. Oh, bud, watch out, Cal says, stepping between you and what you realize too late is the humidity sprinkler. Cal laughs as he's blasted by a cloud of mist. For one perfect moment, he looks as if he's been outlined with 1,000 rainbows. Aw, dip, Cal whines, smiling as he shakes out his hair and flips it back over his shoulder. I should have let you take that one, but your clothes would have gotten wet. He stands up straighter as your gaze passes over his body. He's really grown into himself is the thing. Before your eyes, a droplet of water bravely winds its way from the rise of his chest down to the rippling muscles of his abdomen, where it disappears into the shirt tied around his waist. Cal tilts his head, his smile turning a little teasing. He flexes his bicep at you. Caught you looking. Of course I am. Have you seen yourself? Cal's face goes completely red as he laughs and drops the pose. Aw, geez, Yabby, he says, ducking his head. You can just barely see the edge of his smile. You can't just say things like that. He scuffs the dirt, rubbing the back of his neck bashfully. He starts, then laughs again. His smile turns soft. I like your hair. It's really pretty. You caught him off guard, but he doesn't seem to mind. Cal leans in. Can I tell you a secret? He asks. I'm not actually too hot in here. My enhancement means I'm always the right temperature. I don't even sweat. I just like taking my shirt off. Like, beating the crap out of each other and playing soldier isn't the only way to get a rockin' bod, you know? Oh, you know really well. You spend an enjoyable afternoon helping Cal deliver bags of fertilizer to every corner of the hydroponics bay. When the job's done, he claps you on the back. Oof, he's as strong as he looks. Cal chatters to you about his plans for the rest of the week as you leave the hydroponics lab. The relatively cooler, drier air of Vertumna hits you like a slap, but of course Cal doesn't look bothered at all. Race you to the cafeteria, he teases you before taking a run off down the path. You yell and run after him, causing a ruckus that makes a few adults shake their heads fondly at you as you tear through the colony side by side. Oh, date me already! Into the animals. You hear commotion over by the geophonics dome, the kind that makes you drop your shovel and sprint over there. There's a crowd at the entrance of the domes. Governor Lum, Rhett, Cal, and a handful of agriculturalists form a semicircle around the entrance, looking up at... Oh no! It sucks! She's perched over the door, her back arched with fear as her great body grapples up the side of the geodesic dome. You can hear the glass cracking under the strain. Oh no, socks! She's clicking her teeth and emitting a scared, mournful howl from deep in her belly. You see your mother in the crowd and your stomach plummets. She's going to be so angry when she finds out you and Cal have been hiding socks from her this whole time. Cal is between the mob and socks, his arms spread wide. Please don't hurt her, he cries. She's my pet. I promise she's not dangerous. It's an alien monster, Lum snarls. It's not a pet. It's the enemy. Chief Rhett, I command you to destroy it. Rhett levels his laser rifle at the deli puller. Wait! All eyes turn towards you, but before you can say another word, your mom sighs and steps in front of you. Cal's right, she says. This monster has been living under your nose for years. If she was dangerous, we would know. Mom, you're sticking up for us! Cal drops his arms. Wait, he says. You knew about socks? Oh shit, she totally did, didn't she? Your mom puts her hand on her hips and gives Cal a rueful smile. Did you seriously think you could hide a dragon from me, Cal? She drawls. On my watch, in my barn. I've known about your pet since before the Helio arrived, she continues. How do you think she stayed hidden so long? Aw, Mom! In retrospect, it is kind of unbelievable that no one discovered the massive pink dinosaur caterpillar until now. Cal is at a loss for words. Your mom puts her hand on the shoulder and addresses the crowd. I will vouch for the creature. Cal has done an admirable job caring for her, and in my professional opinion she poses no threats, other than accidentally due to her size. She looks up at Socks. She is getting pretty big, Cal. It might be time to release her into the wild. No, she's trained! I can prove it! You push through the crowd and stand before Socks, who looks down at you with curious affection. You raise your hand and she chitters and shakes out her fringe. Socks, down, you command. Socks obediently slinks down from the geodesic dome. She circles her great body around you, watching you intently. Everyone takes a few steps back from the huge dilly pillar. Sit, you continue, and the crowd gasps as Socks leans back and puts her front half to its full height, towering over your heads. Lie down, you order, and she flumps to the ground, splaying gravel and dirt at the crowd. Roll over, you say, making a rolling gesture with your hand, and Socks writhes until her many, many feet are wriggling in the air. She looks up at you, upside down, her mouth lolling open, in something like a smile. Oh, Socks! One more trick, you say, pointing at Lum. Socks, attack! Socks flips to her feet with alarming speed and snarls, charging at Lum. Everybody screams and scatters except for Lum, who freezes and cowers where he stands, and Rhett, who raises his rifle. Stop, you command, and Socks stops dead in her tracks, her face inches from Lum's face. Her breath whuffs over him, rustling his hair. There's only shocked, still silence. That's right, you little bitch! You're scared of my dilly pillar. Lum's mouth quivers with fear, and then confusion. What are you waiting for? He commands. Shoot it! A few tense seconds. You worry that Rhett will pull the trigger. Don't do it! I will kill you! The moment passes, and the security chief Rhett slowly lowers his rifle. That's incredible, he says. You have this monster perfectly trained. Does it hunt? Will it follow directions at the expense of its own safety? Rhett turns to Lump. She's not a weapon, she's a pet! She's our family! We could use this creature, he says. It may be useful in defending the colony. Only for defense, Cal pipes up. She's not a weapon. She's a living, breathing animal, and she has rights. Yes! Lum sets his jaw. Fine, he says, backing away from Socks. Rhett, you're responsible for this creature. I'm done with this. He turns on his heel and stalks away, muttering under his breath. Oh, yay, my girl! She's okay! Oh, we got to keep her! Cal whoops and runs over to Socks and throws his arm around her neck. She trills in relief and taps her many feet against the ground, her body rippling like a wave. Gabby, thank you, he cheers, then laughs as Socks sweeps him off his feet. The crowd disperses, though some hang around to watch and wonder as Cal plays with his dilly pillar friend. Oh, I'm so relieved that we were able to help her. I never wanted her to leave. She's a good girl, and she gets to stay now. Oh, I'm so happy. Best girl. It's your 17th birthday! Okay, we're going to the party. I don't know if anything will be different. Ooh, grab a partner! I'm talking to Cal. Cal grins and holds you at a respectful distance, his strong shoulders forming a natural dancing frame for your arms. You're a little embarrassed that you're so sweaty. Cal never works up a sweat, but he just laughs and compliments your natural glow. On the dance floor, you bump into Nemi and Vase, who have stopped dancing and skipped directly to sucking face. Cal rolls his eyes. Oh, I'm with you there. After the slow songs, Nomi spins Congruence's music library with something with a little more bounce to it. Oh yeah, I remember this. Guys, I will get my dilly pillar to attack you if you ruin this with your stupid poems. I am angry. This is bullshit, Cal exclaims, causing a few heads to turn. They're not even going to try to figure out why the animals are attacking us. They're just going to kill, kill, kill. He waves his arm over his head. Are we supposed to be better than that? Deese clearly agrees, though much more quietly. They don't even know what's out there, he mutters. They have no idea what they're up against. They don't. Aw, my parents! You return to find your parents have stayed up and made sure you got home safe. Oh, I love you guys. Still so weird that they're here. I'm not used to it. Normally I'm an orphan by now. It's Cal! Cal! You spot Cal moving with purpose through the gardens. He stops and gives you a little wave. Hey, Abby, where are you going? Cal shoulders the sack he's carrying. Taking some food to Socks, he replies. Do you want to come and see her? You do! It's been a while since you've seen the old girl. You and Cal go out past the walls to the pen they've erected for Socks. Socks trills when she sees you both, unfurling her great body from where it's curled up around the post in the middle of the pen. Her harness and lead jangle as she slithers over to Cal and twines around him. Hey girl, Cal coons, and Socks sweeps him off his feet and onto the coils of her serpent-like body. Are you hungry? We need to get the girl in here. Socks vocalizes happily when Cal starts taking head-sized rocks out of his sack. He tosses them up to her and she snaps them out of the air, pulverizing them into a shower of gravel with her massive jaws. You even do a few as well, lurching Cal on her back as she cavorts around her pen chasing them. Whoa, Cal laughs, clutching at her fringe. Easy there. A lot farther down than it used to be. Is it right to keep her tied up like this? Cal slips down from Sox's back and stands with his cheek pressed against her chest. I don't know, he murmurs, stroking her scales. She purrs, a bassy rumble you can feel in your guts. It's better than letting her be killed, I guess, but it's kind of wrong that we're making her fight against other animals. He sighs. I don't know what to think, honestly. I don't know. Is it worth it to keep her with us if she's just gonna be locked up the whole time? I mean, sure, she was locked up in the barn too, I guess, but at least she had a little more freedom than being tied up on a lead. And being used to fight other animals, I don't know. The colony only has a small handful of multi-purpose tools. You're lucky to have a few that help water the plants. They're so cute. They can't talk, but they understand what you say. Well, basic stuff anyway. This one seems to want something from you. It's dancing back and forth on its little bird-like legs, like a toddler that has to pee. What is it, girl? You want to play fetch? The bot pauses and cocks its head body sideways, like a dog trying to understand what you're saying. Then it gives a frustrated hop, looks pointedly at you, then toddles to one of the greenhouses and enters it through the little bot door beside the human door. I'm gonna follow it. The bot waddles down the row of seedlings, stops, and begins hopping from one leg to leg, agitated. You scan the room. All these greenhouses look the same, but the plants in them have very specific needs. Some like swamps, some like deserts, some like temperate climates, and eventually you're going to try all of them on Vertumna. This greenhouse is very dry and hot. Must be a desert biome. Ooh, figure out what it wants. A watering bot shouldn't even be in a desert biome greenhouse. These plants rarely need to be watered. You take a closer look at the seedlings. The bot watches you closely, willing you to figure it out. Oh, these are marsh plants. The bot must have recognized that these seedlings had accidentally been put in the wrong greenhouse. Hundreds of them in rows, and they're all wilting quickly in the dry heat. You tell an adult, and the plants get moved. Thanks, little bot friend. Aw, robots are the real friends. Reminds me of Rosie. I hope she's doing good. We'll get her in another run. I still need to do a run where I actually get all the pets. I would do it this run, but I don't want to do hunting. No, thank you. Cal! You're looking around for Cal when you overhear him, just on the other side of the geophonics dome. Oh no, for the last time, leave me alone. Doesn't sound good. Oh, motherfucker. You get closer and find Cal facing down with Rhett and Vase. They've cornered him, their body language calm and relaxed, while Cal's so angry he's almost shaking. Cal, please listen to us, Rhett says, spreading his hands. We're not here to conscript you. I can't force you to join the army. All I'm saying is that I need good, loyal, strong young men like you out there on the front lines. Rhett smiles. You're a good boy, Cal. He's like 17, don't call him that. I admire your passion for peace and your dedication to fighting for it. That's why I'm here. I'm asking you to help me protect the colony. Protect the colony? Cal spits. That's such a lie. You're not protecting anything. You're just slaughtering defenseless animals in their home. It's disgusting. Hey, Vase retorts, taking a step forward with his fist raised. Show some respect. Cal squares up like he's ready to take a hit. For who? He asks, a voice sharp. Psychopaths like you? Vase roars and looks like he's about to take a swing, but Rhett holds him back with one raised hand. Vase slinks back to Rhett's side, glowering at Cal. I can tell you need a bit more time, Rhett says. I just wanted you to know that my door is always open if... Are they bothering you, Cal? Mom! Yes! Your mom comes up behind you, her presence smothering the encounter like a blanket over a fire. I need you inside, she says to Cal, then turns to Rhett. My people are too busy filling your soldiers' bellies to listen to your war stories, Rhett. Don't worry, she adds, patting her artificial leg. He gets plenty of war stories from me. Rhett backs off. You're right, Flulu, he says placatingly. I've taken up too much of young Cal's time. Vase looks like he's about to lip off again, but Rhett speaks up before he can. All I ask is that you keep it in the back of your mind, Cal. When you come around... Oh, when? I'll be happy to talk about your options. With that, they leave. Vase gives you a scathing look as they pass. Fuck you! Get character development! I've seen you can do it! Figure it out! Cal sits down heavily on the sack of fertilizer he must have been carrying before Vase and Rhett cornered him. This isn't even the first time, he muttered, his face in his hands. They're really dead set on getting me to join the hunting parties. I told them I don't want to kill anything, and Rhett was like, it's okay, you can just tell us how to kill them. He looks exasperated. Like that's any better! I wish they would leave you alone. Me too, Cal sighs. They have a real messed up idea of what it means to serve the colony. Like who do they think grows their food? Ghosts? Cal picks at a loose thread on the sack he's sitting on. Man, this whole war is light speed stupid, he mutters. Lum and his people come crashing in here and think they can run the place because they have bombs and guns and nobody stops to think like, maybe we're actually the invasive species here. We need to live in harmony with nature. I'm glad you agree, Cal says. I just feel like we showed up and plopped ourselves right in the middle of the food web, Cal continues, and we didn't even think for a second about the chaos that would cause the ecosystem. We owe it to this planet to try to best understand. Cal looks out towards the walls. Maybe the answer is out there, he says quietly. You go on expeditions a lot, right? Can you keep an eye out for, the answer to everything? I don't know if there is an answer. Well, I mean the overseer, but right now I don't really know if there's an answer. Cal's shoulders slump in a sigh, and he pushes himself to his feet. Man, I wish I could talk about this stuff with Anemone, he says, slinging the sack of fertilizer over his broad shoulders again. You can see why Rhett wanted him to get into the defense force so badly. I miss her, Cal admits. I miss that we used to be close when we were kids. He shakes his head. But she's gone all human supremacist now, and I just can't stomach that, you know? I know. I'm sorry, bud. You hear the sounds of surprise as you come up the path to the animal pens. As you get closer, a trippet comes running towards you, its roots slip-slapping on the path. Wait, a trippet? You knew that they were more animal than plant than the colonists had originally thought, hence being moved to the barn, but you didn't know they could run. You race to the rest of the way to your barns. It's the trippets. They've started a revolt? The ranchers are trying to hold them back with rakes, but the trippets are popping and flopping all over the place, more agitated than you've ever seen them before. You want to cover your ears. The trippets are making the most atrocious whistling noise. Yabby, Cal says, brandishing his rake like a shield as the trippet launches itself at him, trying to smash into his chest. Well, what do we do? Speak soothingly? Oh, that didn't work. You hold out your hands and try to calm them with your voice. Yeah, no, that does not work. The trippets whistle ominously at you through their seed holes, then knock you over and trample you underfoot. Under root? Oh, I'm gonna have to use force. I don't have a photophoner. Wait, I can get one. Hang on. We use time travel to not have to use force. Buy. Buy some cake, too. Why not? I'm hungry. It's not like I'm using the money for anything anyway. Yes! Play the photophoner for them. Ignore the fact that I literally just bought this. I don't think Cal would like it if we used force. That's my thing. Go. 7, 6, 4, 4, 4. Perfect. You can almost pick out a rhythm in their whistling, like it's some sort of call or song, maybe even a primitive language. You pull out your photophoner. If they react so strongly to sound, maybe you can play something to calm them down. You play a tune you learned from listening to them, the song they sing in the evening sometimes before they sleep. It's almost like a lullaby, something to let them know it's okay, they're safe. The trippets all calm down, going dormant again. You look over at Cal, who's wiping his eyes. That was beautiful, Yabby, he says in awe. Now that you know how to control them, you and Cal petition to have the trippet enclosure widened to give them more natural space to walk around if they want. Hopefully that will keep them from wanting to ride again, ending the trippet revolts. Oh, that's so cool! Nice! Alright, now I'm gonna run out and check on Sim again, and then we'll see where we go from there. Hi, Dees. Also, speaking of Dees, let me guys know, there are 2 endings with Dees that we haven't gotten, and it looks like there's some cutscenes with him I didn't get either. So let me know if you want me to do another playthrough focused more on him. It would mostly just be the romance stuff and the 2 endings with him I haven't gotten, but other than that... Oh, I've never given him cake before. A cake! Sim exclaims. A most wonderful human invention. He turns it around in his hands, sniffs it, then takes a fingerful of frosting and puts it in his mouth. Fantastic! He shouts again, as he hands the cake back to you. I enjoyed that immensely. I hope the others you share it with will like it as much as I did. Well, I can't share it with them now because you put your finger in it, but you know, it's okay. I'll eat this one. For reasons. Cal! Oh, you've been invited to Cal's house for, as he puts it, a real grown-up party. When you arrive, Auntie Tiva gives you a warm hug and shows you inside, to where Cal set up the living area with little twinkling lights and lots of blankets. You sit down at the table across from Cal, and Tiva pours you both a glass of mushroom wine. She leaves the open bottle on the table. You kids can finish off this bottle if you'd like, she says. It's a good vintage, one of your dad's first brews, Yabby. A little on the strong side, she winks. I'll be out late, Tira says, kissing the top of Cal's head. Hollow me if you need anything, but don't you two wait up for me, okay? Wow, Auntie Tira is cool! Cal smiles as you tuck into dinner. I'm glad you could come, he says. I thought about inviting Rex, but he has like zero chill, you know? Besides, he continues, you're my BFF, remember? I can't think of anyone else I'd rather be with. Oh, what if I want to be more than BFF? Cal puts his fork down and looks at you earnestly. Oh, we're getting him on the menu! Oh, and look, there he is! He's on the menu! Oh, I love it! I'm really glad you're my friend, Yabby. I'm so proud of everything you've done. Sometimes I think I really love you as a person, you know? He looks down, suddenly shy. Sorry, I know that's a lot. I'm just really grateful for you. You and Cal share a wonderful dinner and polish off the bottle of wine. Afterwards, you settle into a big pile of blankets to lie back and look at the stars through the big skylight in his living room. And that's why I think we should domesticate more Unisaur. It just makes sense, Cal finishes, and you laugh. He's right. Who doesn't want to ride a unicorn? You deserve a unicorn. You've been laughing a lot. Everything is just so funny and also so pretty. The stars look like they're swimming in a big, dark ocean, and the little twinkly lights Cal put up look like stars you can touch. You reach out to grab one and come up hilariously short, and Cal giggles at you. Cal is warm and cozy against your side, and the blankets are so soft. Everything is wonderful. You're struck suddenly by the thought of the only thing that would make this better is if you were kissing Cal. What if you shared your first kiss under the moonlight? Just kidding. Unless, do you make your move? Yes, I do! You push yourself up so that you're propped up on one of the elbow, leaning over Cal. He blinks at you, slow and trusting, not even alarmed when you place your hand gently on his muscular chest. Wow, that feels nice, he says. Everything feels so nice, you know? You do know. You summon the courage and slide your hand up Cal's chest and over his throat, stopping to cradle his jaw. His stubble prickles under your palm. Now there's a question in Cal's eye. What's up, Yabby? How do you answer? Plant one on him, tell you really want to kiss him? I really want to kiss him? Cal's eyes go wide. Oh, really? He breathes out. A blush surges down his face, close to his chest. Yabby, Cal looks away. A long time ago, I told myself I could never be with anyone. Not after Tammy. After she... He swallows wetly. Sorry, that was a lifetime ago. I was just a dumb kid. Too young to even really know what love was. I just feel guilty. Cal wipes his eyes and looks up at the stars. She would have wanted us to be happy, right? Maybe not me, considering I could have saved her, but yeah, let's go with that. You wait in silence while Cal struggles. Eventually he smiles at you, shaky and sweet. Do make me so happy, Yabby. You lean in to kiss Cal, and he inhales in surprise before relaxing into it and letting you kiss your fill of him. He tastes like smoke. Cal kisses like he does everything else, sweetly, earnestly, patiently. He runs his thumb over your cheekbone as you pull away to breathe. Wow, he murmurs. You're so pretty, Yabby. I'm so happy you like me too. Oh, we're dating, Cal! We did it! You kiss until you feel your eyes going heavy, and you can't help but yawn into each one. You lie down next to each other, and Cal wiggles his arm under your head. He pulls the blanket over the both of you, cocooning you in comfort and warmth. As you tip backwards into sleep, all you feel is love. You sleep soundly in Cal's strong arms. Morning arrives unceremoniously, pouring through the skylight directly onto your face. You grumble as you turn your head away, burrowing into something that's soft and smells sleepy sweet. Oh, it's Cal! And your face is smushed into the soft skin of his armpit. His arm is curled around your shoulders protectively, your legs tangled together under the blankets. Cal shifts underneath you and blinks his bloodshot eyes open, squinting into the merciless sunrise. Ah, dip, he mumbles, clinging to sleep. That's so much. You can almost tell the moment when he remembers what happened between the two of you last night. His lips curve into a shy little smile as he leans down and kisses you. Wow, he says, full of awe. I'm so glad I just get to do that now. Oh my goodness! Cal, you're so sweet! I think he's one of my favorites. Before long, his mom pokes her head into the living area. Hey kids, she says, chipper. Ready for some breakfast? Breakfast sounds incredible! You've never been more excited at the prospect of breakfast in your life. You share a breakfast of roasted triplet and eggs with Cal, his mom, and her 3 partners. Cal takes your hand under the table and blushes through all 4 of his parents, affectionately teasing the 2 of you for finally sealing the deal. Even though the rest of the colony is in chaos, you feel somehow healed, having taken the night to let yourself bask in their love. Aww, He's got such a big family. I think that's what makes Cal such a sweet character. He's just got so much love and support, and he's so willing to give that to the people he cares about, too. He's just such a sweetheart. I love him so much. Let's get out of here. Cal beams. Yeah, of course. I can always make time for you. You walk in the garden. You and Cal go for a walk through the gardens, arm in arm. Cal is an endless font of knowledge about the various plants and fungi that grow here, and how the specimens brought from Earth have changed since you arrived. You meander to the gazebo, where you sit for a while and enjoy the fresh air. Cal's hand is warm and calloused in yours. He runs his thumb over your knuckles and gazes at you with love. This is my favorite place in the colony, he says, and kisses the back of your hand. And you're my favorite person. Oh, I fucking love you! Oh, okay, you're just putting your boots on to grab dinner in the lounge when you hear the colony sirens beginning to wail. I'm actually going to shelter from now on. It sounds counterproductive, but I'm not. I don't want to fight. That's the whole point of being with Cal, is that we're peaceful. Although I'm always peaceful. Cal's worried about the fields, facing them you're silent. I remember this. Ooh, join Cal! Cal and his family are sheltering in their quarters. He peers out the window. I hope Socks is okay, he says quietly. I hope she doesn't have whatever is making all the other animals so aggressive during Glow. I didn't even think of that. He sighs and rubs his face in frustration. This wouldn't be happening if we just tried to understand them. I know there's a way we can live in harmony with the planet. I know, I've seen it. You eventually manage to coax him into playing a holo game to pass the time, but he doesn't really feel like talking. 4 more days pass. Silence. Shut up, Lum! I'm not even gonna read what you said. Alright, we reached the end of another year. And what an eventful year it was! Not only did Socks get discovered, but we also finally got to bond with Cal. We're a couple now. This is our boyfriend, and I love him very much. He's such a sweetheart, and I'm excited to see where it goes from here. I'm not sure how much there is left to do now that we have become bonded with Cal. I don't know how many more cutscenes we might get with him. So, this may actually be the second to last episode, depending. It depends on how much content I can get out of the next year, or if I will end up splitting the last 2 episodes together, because I also want to go through all the endings in Geophonics if we can, because that's also what I'm going to do with the other characters. Like, with Tammy, I want to get all of the stuff in the creche. With Nomi and Rex, I want to do the barista construction, and with Mars, I want to do all the governor stuff, although being governor we'll probably do in a different run. Maybe if you guys want to see that Dees romance run again, where we get all of the endings we didn't get with him before and see all the cutscenes we didn't get for him. Ooh, idea. What if, for a Dees run, if we do it again, we're just a massive rebel? Like, we are completely rebellious the entire time, and just skip the games all the time, just do everything in our power to be with Dees. I think that could be interesting, because I do know I'm missing some stuff. But we'll worry about that next time. We have to finish romancing our beautiful farmer boy first, so we will save that for another time. Until then, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider subscribing. Remember to take care of yourself, cuddle with your farmer boy, and have a good day.